Okay. One more second, it should be done. And it's live. Yep. Okay, you're live, so you are good to go.
All right. All right. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the June 10th, 2020 joint meeting of the Community Board 6 Business Affairs and Street Activities Committee and the Community Board 6 Transportation Committee. My name is Kyle Thide, and I am the chair of the Business Affairs and Street Activities Committee. And tonight I'll be co-chairing the meeting with Sandy McKee, the chair of CB6 Transportation Committee. This meeting is being called to order at 6:03 p.m. And tonight we're joined by Assistant District Manager Cody Osterman and Community Associate Brendan Burr. Members of the public, you can raise any questions or comments that you have through the question and answer feature of Zoom, which should be at the bottom of your screen. If there's time following the committee's discussion, we will field questions from the public. Given the brevity of tonight's meeting, CB6 staff will be taking the minutes tonight. We'll now begin taking attendance by roll call. So Brendan, can you conduct the roll call, please?
Yes. Sandy McKee?
Present.
Okay, Jean Santoro? Okay, I saw Jean. Joan Berenbaum?
Present.
Claire Brennan?
Present.
Beatrice Disman?
Present.
Andrew Gross? Andrew Gross? Molly Hollister? Molly Hollister? Yusuf Khalid?
Present.
Philip Napolitano?
Yes, present.
Matthew Roberts?
Present.
Lawrence Shire?
Present.
Anne Seligman?
Here.
Brian Van Nieuwenhoven? Brian Van Nieuwenhoven? Ronnie White? Ronnie White? Bob Cohen? James Wilson?
Present.
And Raymond Knowles. I do not see Ray. Now for the BASA members, Kyle Atide,
Present.
Matt Bondi, Daniel Devine,
Present.
Jeannie D'Onofrio,
Here. Present.
Paige Judge, John Keller,
Here.
Anton Malner,
Here.
Kevin O'Keefe, Frank Scala, Seema Shaw,
Here.
Susan Steinberg,
Susan's excused tonight.
okay.
Brendan Bryan has joined.
Okay, Brian has joined. Okay, we have 12 Transportation Committee members here, so we have quorum for transportation. We have 7 Business Affairs and Street Activities Committee people present on the call as well. That is quorum as well.
Awesome. Thank you, Brendan. So tonight we will be discussing 2 items. The first is the continued discussion of a resolution on outdoor dining, and second will be a discussion of a resolution requesting that the Department of Transportation assess converting some commercial metered parking spaces to general metered parking in Community District 6. In the interest of timing, so as to avoid delaying the start of full board, the meeting tonight will last no longer than 20 minutes. So without further ado, let us discuss the outdoor dining resolution. Can we put that up, Brendan?
Yep, I'm working on that right now.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
And if any of you want me to scroll up or scroll down, just let me know. Otherwise, I'll just sort of slowly scroll down.
Thank you. So just as a reminder, this resolution is regarding the outdoor dining space that we discussed both at BASA and at the Transportation Committee meeting. I'll, open it up to anyone who wants to discuss on the BASA side, and Sandy, feel free to organize on the transportation side if there are any questions or concerns with the resolution as written.
Anne has her hand raised, Kyle. Anne, you need to unmute yourself. You're still muted.
Do we want to move to Brian in the meantime? Let's see, his hand is raised as well.
My intent is to call the question, so see what Anne has to say if we can get, oh, she just unmuted herself.
Okay.
Let her go first.
Sorry, I'm having some tech issues. My question is on the other reso, so sorry, I should have unraised.
Okay.
Then I'll
Okay.
second Brian's call the question.
Second.
Thank you.
So yeah, that stands. I
Thank you.
intend to call the question.
I'll second that.
Thank you.
We've got to
There's a motion.
do a roll call now.
Yes.
Right.
So for the open streets resolution. Sandra,
Should I announce it, or should I say, will we now take a vote on the resolution for outdoor dining by roll call? So when your name is called for your vote, please unmute yourself and answer whether you vote for it or not.
Sandra McKee,
4.
okay. Jean Santoro,
4.
Joan Berenbaum,
4.
Claire Brennan,
4.
Beatrice Disman,
4.
okay. Andrew Gross, see him on the call earlier. Molly Hollister, here. Yusuf Khalid,
4.
Philip Napolitano,
4.
Matthew Roberts,
In favor.
Lawrence Shire,
4.
Anne Seligman.
Here, yes.
Brian Van Nieuwenhoven.
4.
Ronnie is not here. Neither is Bob. James Wilson.
4.
James, was that in favor or?
Yes, favor. 4.
Okay. And Ray's not here. Kyle Latott,
I'm for it.
Matt Bondi is not here. Daniel Devine,
4.
Jeannie D'Onofrio,
I'm 4.
Paige Judge. Paige Judge is not here. John Keller.
4. I feel like we're playing golf here.
Anton Malner.
4.
Kevin O'Keefe. Kevin is not here. Frank Scala. Frank Scala is not here. Seema Shah. Seema?
4.
Okay, the resolution passes.
Fantastic. Just before we move on to the next item on the agenda, I just want to note that BASA will not be voting on the commercial metered parking spaces item at this meeting. So at this point, I'd like to turn the meeting over to Sandy for transportation.
Okay, and Sandy, I will share the screen of the resolution in question.
All right. And Anne had her hand up.
Yeah, and I actually have several issues with this, and I feel a little bit bad, mostly that I don't think it's appropriate for us to actually be voting on it right now. This is an issue that the first time it was raised was in new business at our last meeting last week. So there's actually been zero discussion on the topic. And I don't think it's a bad idea, but I am not sure this resolution sort of captures all of the issues on it. And I'd like to have it at least once discussed in a meeting. It's not particularly timely. I mean, it's sort of especially right now. So I guess I would make a motion to hold it over and have it raised on the next agenda, or have it be an agenda item on the next transportation meeting. And I feel kind of bad because Andrew Gross, who raised this, is not here, and he might have a different opinion about the timeliness.
And I can address that slightly, although, and then I'll ask if anyone wants to second that, but it's true, it's not a time sensitive issue, but since we are not going to be meeting again until September.
Oh, yeah.
Just asking the DOT to study it. That's why I suggested that we could bring it up at this meeting. But do we have a second for Anne's proposal to hold this over?
I seconded B.
Okay. I guess, do we need to vote on that then?
Yes.
Do we do that through roll call, or can we do it through show of hands?
For expediency's sake, I guess we can do it through the hand raise. Anne, I'm going to lower your hand.
Thank you.
Okay, so all those in favor of holding this resolution over until September, raise your hand. Okay, James is raising visually there. So,
As is Larry.
as is Larry.
So with Larry,
I just was disconnected briefly. What are we?
Oh, I'm sorry. We're voting on whether to hold this resolution over until our September meeting so it can be discussed at a full meeting.
Okay, I would vote to hold it over for that motion.
I think that's a majority then. Is that correct?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Larry is 7 and James is
James
8.
is 8.
So the majority of the members present favor moving this over to September transportation.
Yeah, it's 8 of your 12 members.
Okay.
So this is tabled to your next
Yes.
meeting.
Seeing no further business, the meeting is adjourned at 6:16.
Wow, we got
You're
it in early.
Whoa. See y'all at 7.
Write that down. It's a record.